Hello, I'm Veda Felica, Principal of Charlottesville Catholic School. Thank you for joining me as I share with you the state of Charlottesville Catholic School. After you have viewed the information, if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. Charlottesville Catholic School provides a rich and challenging curriculum in a community rooted in the gospel of Jesus Christ and the traditions of the Catholic Church. The school nurtures students' God-given gifts, instilling acceptance, respect, and compassion, preparing students to be advocates, leaders, and stewards, producing collaborators, achievers, and creators to make a positive impact upon our world. As we move throughout our year, it's important that at all times we remain focused on our mission. Decisions that are made and actions that are carried out should easily be tied back to our purpose. I want to begin in celebration of our recent academic successes. The hard work and dedication of our students and staff has led us to our third National Blue Ribbon Award. The National Blue Ribbon Award is the United States Department of Education's program that recognizes exemplary schools. These are schools that are excelling at high academic levels, demonstrating innovative programs, and coming together as a school for the greater good of the community. And yes, CCS is one of the best in the nation. In addition to the National Blue Ribbon Award, we were honored to receive 3 gold medals and 1 silver medal by Charlottesville Radio Group's Charlottesville's Finest Awards. CCS is definitely making its mark. In addition to the larger school-based awards, Charlottesville Catholic School has been recognized for its science program, music program, and the strength of our educators. We are truly making a presence in the greater Charlottesville area. While we are beyond proud of our recent accomplishments, at all times we look to make improvements. The Continuous Improvement Plan is a comprehensive tool that each diocesan school completes. It is intended to focus and guide schools on the improvement journey. The design of the plan is aligned to the national standards and benchmarks for effective Catholic elementary and secondary schools. Goals are generated from multiple sources, including school data, surveys, stakeholder participation, and our self-study feedback. This year, we have goals focused on teaching and learning, social-emotional well-being, Catholic identity, facilities improvements, and supporting the mission of the Office of Catholic Schools. Continuous improvement also encompasses the necessity for our educators to remain focused on improving their craft. This year, our professional development is two-pronged. The first being focused on us recognizing our strengths and weaknesses and our overall effectiveness with our students. Our second focus is centered around the book, Christ in the Classroom, which helps us all as religious educators to lead students into higher levels of engagement with Scripture and prayer. Currently, CCS is in a healthy financial position. Our primary source of income is tuition revenue. Additionally, we receive some funds for tuition assistance from the diocese in the forms of parish sharing and donations to the tax credit program. To help subsidize our budget, successful fundraising efforts such as the annual appeal and events are the primary focus of our development office. Our expenses fall into 3 primary categories: the principal and interest expense on the initial loan of the building, salaries and benefits of faculty and staff, and other operating expenses, which include such things as utilities, instructional materials, and facilities upkeep. This past year, we were able to set aside a capital reserve allotment of $90,000 to be used for any necessary plant upkeep. Our budget for this year is similar to last year. The increase in tuition revenue is due to our increase in enrollment, just as the increase in salaries and benefits expenses are due to annual raises, an increase in insurance costs, and overall increase in cost of living expenses. Similar to other private schools, CCS uses a figure known as net tuition revenue. This number is calculated based on various sources of tuition aid, unfunded discounts, and actual tuition revenue collected. For clarification, here is how we define each of those inputs. Tuition aid is actual money provided to CCS to help supplement a student's tuition. Sources of tuition aid include the Education Improvement Scholarships Tax Credit Program, parish sharing, and designated gifts. Unfunded aid is tuition aid that CCS offers to assist families in meeting their tuition commitments. Aid is offered for families with multiple children, students of staff members, as well as CCS-determined financial need. Tuition collected is actual money paid by a family to CCS for each student's tuition. The tuition rate does not equal the net tuition received from each student, which means one cannot simply multiply the number of students by the tuition rate and determine the school's total revenue. Tuition aid and contributions must be taken into account. Looking at the budget, net tuition revenue alone does not cover all annual expenses, therefore creating a gap. When that occurs, there are 4 ways to close the gap. Increase enrollment, cultivate more major donors through CCS 100 and annual appeal, reduce operating costs, raise tuition to an appropriate level. It is important to recognize the unfunded aid offered by CCS is necessary. We always want to be a school that is able to provide a Catholic education to any family who desires it for their children. We must at all times, though, remain fiscally responsible when it comes to the gap that is created by unfunded aid. Other reasons for the gap are the cost to operate the school, which is increasing at a faster rate each year due to the building's age, as well as the continued rising cost of living. As a diocesan school, we function as one school under the district of the Office of Catholic Schools. We are fortunate to have support in a multitude of ways. As stated in the financial report, the McMahon Parader Scholarship Foundation and annual parish sharing help support some of the financial needs of our families. In addition to the Office of Catholic Schools, the diocese provides resources and expertise from many other offices. We are pleased with our enrollment for this school year. If you look at the trends in our enrollment history, you notice that we are trending upward. This is our current enrollment by grade. Middle school is exceptionally strong, while we have several grade levels that we will be targeting for the 2024-25 school year. Our retention rate history has remained strong with over 90% for the past 3 years. These are all worthy to celebrate as they show the strength of our school. We have had an amazing couple of years in our development office. This past year has been the most successful we've ever experienced. We have seen increases across all areas in development, raising over $400,000. It is through these efforts that the students at Charlottesville Catholic School receive a better education, and the school is provided an increased level of stability. We look forward to working with you all to see how you can be involved in these efforts. In order to continue to maintain enrollment and visibility in the community, we are prioritizing our marketing efforts. Focus has been placed on our branding identity and the streamlining of our initiatives. While word of mouth continues to be our primary source of advertising, we are investing in a multitude of media outlets to share our story with the community. It is important that we all come together in support of our school so that many students and families have the opportunity to experience this very special place we call home. Consistently being ambassadors and advocates for CCS is the best way to promote our school. Share our story with friends and family, wear your spirit wear out and about, and by all means, invite potential new families to visit. I ask that you prayerfully consider contributing to the annual appeal or joining the CCS 100, as this helps strengthen our financial standing. And of course, please volunteer, as it helps build community and provide for our students. Each day we pray for you, so please pray for Charlottesville Catholic School. As you all witness on a daily basis, Charlottesville Catholic School is a thriving JK through 8th grade educational establishment. In our 28 years of existence, we have grown from a few classrooms at Congregation Beth Israel Synagogue to an 80,000 square foot complex that includes premier science labs, multiple athletics and arts programs, and an outstanding academic sequence that exemplifies best practices. Our founders had a vision, and it is this vision that provided the direction for our journey thus far. But now we look to the future. Where do we go from here to assure the continued success of our school and provide a path that is more than just sustainability, but growth and improvement? I have spoken on several occasions about the feasibility study being completed by CCS in conjunction with Greater Mission. This feasibility study helps us determine our capacity to raise funds for capital improvements. While preliminary results from the sampling study indicate that we in fact have the capability to raise funds, the true test will be once the capital campaign is launched. Charlottesville Catholic School will be raising funds for several improvement goals that support our school's mission and respond to our successful growth over the past 3 years. I will keep you abreast as the launch of the campaign approaches. I want to take time to thank our parents and donors, our faculty and staff, and our founders whose vision and work brought Charlottesville Catholic School to life. We are truly blessed. Thank you again for joining me for our State of the School address. I look forward to the continued success of our school and the growth of our CCS family.